SoresanCrockxen clan members, fairy tale fans, and others who stump on this video. I'm SoresanCrockxen, and yes, I'm wearing long sleeve. I am cold, okay? I'm not used to this weather. I'm used to it being nice and warm. But I'm currently not at home. Obviously, I'm visiting my mom in the USA, Arizona to be specific. And I wasn't able to watch the episode because I was actually on my way here on Friday. And then we were off to a wedding on Saturday, so I wasn't able to watch it. And then on yesterday, it was our way coming back here, so I just had no time to watch the episode until today. And I also have to watch Pokemon and review that later on today. So, oh my gosh, I have so much stuff to do. But anyways, episode 88. So obviously, I have some issues because I've been having issues with the past couple episodes in general because always mashups everywhere, and it just really ruins the story. But this, I mean, I'm still mad at some of the stuff that happened in this episode. For example, they still repeated stuff from the past, and they still showed off the Airset Kyoka fight, which we really don't need to see anymore. And we got to see like the randoms that don't even. But there's no reason to see them at this point, like in those certain sections that they show. We also got to see like the, I mean, at some point we're gonna have to see them, but it's really weird that they just threw them in there for like the way they did, which is everybody else who's supposed to be going after Face right now. The Natsu Gray versus Marta Gear fight. Now, remember last episode, they basically got blown into smithereens. But they actually didn't. Somehow Gray was able to bury them underground, and he apparently has a demon form now because of his dad. I don't know where that came from. I loved how the fight ended. That was actually pretty cool because it's like they did this thing where it's like Gray gives Natsu the chance to attack. Natsu somehow goes Dragon Force, which I don't know. They've never shown Natsu being able to activate it at will. It's always because he has access to this other thing, and then he eats it, and then he gets Dragon Force. No, in this case, he got Dragon Force, and he was able to strike Margear with one of his secret arts, which was enough to kind of do like the first half of the final blow, and then the second half was Gray who actually got up and did like a demon ice bow and arrow thing and just like crush Margear, and he's out. He's basically gonna die right now. And then this is why I said the whole jumping around really hurts it, because they kept re-showing the scenes of the Airset vs. Kyoka fight. Whereas if they had done this right, where they had the Airset vs. Kyoka fight, and they had saved to like a specific point, and then they would next episode they would go to another fight. That's how that actually would have worked out a little better, because then you could show the end of each fight in one episode. Because we already saw the end, so her defeating Kyoka and then Minerva stabbing her and face on, when the time ran out, it wasn't as big of an effect because we already saw it in the previous episode, like literally like six episodes ago, I think, 6 or 7 episodes, somewhere around that general vicinity of episodes. So it didn't have the same impact. Granted, we got to see how other characters reacted when it ended up starting, but it didn't feel as big as it should have. Now, the meat of the episode and the stuff that I really like, besides the actual fight itself, is that everybody's failing, nobody's doing anything. Agnologia got fucking bodied. Like, that dude just landed on the ground, just flat out knocked the fuck out, and then Ignilda just jumps down because everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's over, we lost. There's no way we can do this. Ignilda just flies out and just puts his paw on top of, or not his paw, his claw on Agnologia's, like, as the conqueror. He's like, humans, do not give up hope. And then, oh my gosh, we saw some of the most epic things in the world, because it's like, everybody's failing. They can't destroy these things. And they show off Wendy, and they show off Igachi, and they show off, Sting and Rogue. And it's like, we're done. And all of a sudden, you just see this, blue Pegasus on their giant, like, the Christine ship, not able to destroy Face. And all of a sudden, you just see this giant, dark, shadowy thing. And it just, like, blows up Face. And it's Grandine. And I was like, oh my gosh. She looks so awesome. And then Wendy's obviously like, I feel Grandine. Did you see her? And then they show Metallica, and he's like so badass. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then Gotcha's like, Metallica. And he's like, I can't wait to see them interact with each other. And then they showed Wise Logia And we didn't get to see like too much of Wise. I don't know why that one in particular was the one that was like shafted, because Rogues, which I don't know his name. I can't think of his name right now. Even though they just said it, they showed him off like he like slashed out a face off, just destroyed it, and he looked cool. But like Wise Logan for some reason is the one that got like the least amount of showing. But they all look great. They all look great. I can't wait to see them interact with their kids. So that's how you do this. That's how I gotta say this is probably the best way you could have done the dragons. Is because you have to show them off. You can't have them just popping out. Which is why I hated the Neil Agnologic fight, because it felt like, oh, that's just a side thing. That's not even important. We didn't even get to see them actually fight. We don't know how Neil took out Agnologia because we didn't see it. Because it was just mixed in with everything else. So the fight didn't feel as big and as epic as it should have been. So yeah, well, we see Neil completely, utterly destroyed Agnologia. We don't know how. So I would love to see that fight, but because of them jumping around, I don't know. I really hope they don't show it off again, because it's going to make no sense, because then they're going to have to re-show other things, because that's what they've been doing. There's a Kyoga fight ended forever ago, but we're going to keep sprinkling it in there so you can see it happen at the same time. No, so I really hope they don't show it off, even though I'm going to be upset that they didn't. At this point, it's too late. Don't do it. Please, for the love of God, don't do it. I want to see the rest of the dragons, and I want to see the rest of the dragons interact with their kids. Obviously, Igneel already talked to Natsu, but I want to see Grandine talking to Wendy. I want to see Metallica talking to Gaji. I want to see Wise Logan talking to Sting, and I want to see the other ones talking to Rue. I want to see the interaction between dragons and kids. That's the thing I want to see right now. Obviously, there's probably going to be some team up between each dragon and their kid fighting, destroying face. That's what I'm looking forward to, and I hope that that's the route they go. Obviously, I don't read the manga, so I don't know. They still have no idea what's going on with what's going to happen with END. I know who it is too. Kind of. I kind of know who it is, but I'm not gonna spoil it. I can't wait to see how they're gonna do it. I can't wait to see how they're gonna. But right now, I want dragons with their kids. That's what I want to see. And I know that next episode we're gonna see dragons in action, and I'm excited to see it. Don't fuck it up, please, for the love of God. This reunion needs to be epic. This is the first time they're going to see their parents in 14 plus years. Well, Natsu and the gang about 14 plus years. The other ones are just... everybody's about a 14-year gap between them seeing their parents. This needs to be epic and big and needs to be focused on. I want to see this interaction. I want to see how they're going to be and how they're going to react to seeing their family again. That's your key. That's the thing you need to show off right now. Do it right, please. But yeah, so I'm excited to see next week's episode. I can't wait for it. And I can't believe it. I'm actually excited to see a Fairy Tail episode. I haven't been excited to see one forever. Gosh. I can't believe it. I really can't. This is how you should have done it. This is how you do this. You have a good track record of doing this. You give us the big thing and then the tease. Why couldn't you do that with the fights themselves? Like you could have done a main fight and then a tease of how it's gonna end and do the other fights. But no, you stuck to this whole jump. Just shove it all in one episode and hope for the best. Guys, oh my gosh, that's the worst part, honestly, about these last part of the arc. It's just it's gonna put a stain on Fairy Tail. It really is. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this review. Link in the description. Go watch the episode. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I've been SoresanCrockxen. I gotta go watch Pokemon, so I'm gonna review that too. It's gonna go up later tonight. So yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again. I'll see you guys in future videos.